Hello, beautiful, and welcome to Morph Healing Tuesdays. Thanks for being with me. I'm Morph Yelvington, and I help women overcome anxiety, depression, insomnia, and everything that keeps you stuck. I'm all about helping you transform your reality so you can live the life you desire. And today I called my live stuck in the snow because I was literally stuck in the snow this morning. And this week has been very interesting in terms of relationships. And so I'm going to do a little backstory and kind of dive into it. And if you're here with me, please say hi, tell me where you're from, do a little like or love, and tell me in the comments if this is something that's happened to you and how you deal with it. So this morning we woke up and it was really kind of snowy, and I'm not used to driving in snow, and I had to take my kids to school, and it was getting late, and I had like healings and all these other things going on, and I could feel this like stress building because I wasn't sure how I was going to drive in it and what it's going to look like. And I got the kids in the car and we're driving, we're already running late. And I get to this little hill, and I have a minivan, like no 4-wheel drive. And my car just kind of got stuck on this little hill. And immediately I was like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? In my brain, my 3 little kids are in the car, and behind me, all these cars are, parked behind me, waiting for me to move. And I couldn't go because I was like sliding back, or, I couldn't, and it wouldn't go forward. And I started running these scenarios in my head of what's going to happen, right? Sorry, let me turn off the notification. Sorry. My car is going to crash. I'm going to be stuck. Like all these things were coming up for me. And I was just like, ugh. Well, what ended up happening was that actually a few people came out, and one guy stopped the traffic for me, and the lady was like, okay, back up, you're gonna be fine. And I was so supported, I was so supported by the universe. I was so supported by these amazing people. And I immediately got, it was like a 5-10 minute, and I got out of it. And it was so incredible how all these people came together to help me. The minute I was just like, okay, what can I do? I started asking questions, and the universe just made it happen. And we got to school. I was a little late, but overall it was fine. Everything worked out, and it worked out on the best case scenario. And I'm bringing you this because I've noticed, right? So I delivered the kids to school, I did my healing, and I got this really clear realization, that when we solidify something, when we decide something is going to be the way it's going to be, we create it. But when we can step into question and ask the right questions and let the universe kind of fill in, magic happens. And we are so used to judging and determining and controlling that we don't let that magic appear. We don't let it happen in our life. We just assume it and create it. And, really your point of view creates your reality, and that's what happens. And if you could step aside and ask the questions and let the energy work for you, amazing miracles happen. And it was truly amazing to experience that. And to be honest, I've been living my life like this for a very long time. My mom was always like, ask your angels when something was hard, or if I wanted something. I always have been manifesting and seeing things appear and happen in my life. And also, I've sometimes realized that I just have these ideas. And so when I could step aside and ask myself, like, wait a minute, why am I even afraid of driving in snow? I've never really driven in snow. Why do I have all these ideas about what that looks like, what that feels like? All these misconceptions, right? I mean, none of that was mine, even. So when I could step outside and be like, okay, return to center of consciousness, attach everything that doesn't belong to me, because none of those fears really belong to me. They're not mine. I don't have those fears. and really realizing that I was just buying into somebody else's fear and returning it to sender, everything shifted. So how many things do you decide and determine and preconceive ahead of time and then create that doesn't serve you, that doesn't even belong to you, and really is created by judgments, right? So everything that is, would you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pot and puck, all nine short boys and beyonds. And that was the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. All you have to know, if you want to know more, check the clearingstatement.com. Or you just need to know that it's like a magical energy wand that clears stuff from the beginning, from the core. So this weekend has been a very interesting kind of revelation from my own self. Me and my husband kind of got into this discussion, argument discussion on Friday night. It was really late at night. It was about, I don't know. It was one of those Friday nights where we had like a big dinner, and then, cause we have big Friday dinner with our family. And then, we were kind of watching TV. I passed out on the couch, woke up at like 1 a.m. and then, I don't know, we started talking about stuff, and, became this like argument. It was like 2 a.m, went to bed. Didn't really resolve anything, but it was more of like, it wasn't a blown like argument, just like a discussion. But the stuff that came up in this discussion was really amazing for me, because it was bringing up a lot of stuff from my childhood that I thought I dealt with. And I realized I didn't. And I realized it was affecting how I'm operating in a relationship with my husband. And it was a very interesting revelation, because as you know, I've been doing healing work. I mean, if you follow me at all, or if you know anything about me, I've been doing healing work. I went to counseling when I was a kid. I've been doing the things. I've been on medication, as a teenager. So just like going through all that stuff, I thought, I've done it all. Well, I haven't. And I dealt with all of it, but I haven't. And so it was really interesting how just layers of stuff come up, and how these experiences trigger these situations in our lives. And I actually really saw it as a gift. It was very emotional for me personally. He fell asleep. I went outside. It was like 3 a.m. at this point, and I was just journaling with myself, and just really processing all this stuff, bringing it to awareness, deleting it, healing it, and clearing it so I could move on. And the thing was that even though it was a really emotional few days for myself, we were able to I was able to process and deal with it and heal it and clear it, and then, reconvene with him. Saturday night, we actually went out on a date and talked about everything, and I was able to talk to him from a different place. But I could have not done that if I didn't have the tools. I could have not done that if I wasn't aware of what I was going through. And what I want to relate to you is that it's okay. It's okay not to have the tools, and it's okay not to know, and sometimes not knowing is okay. But the question is, do you really want to stay stuck in it, or are you ready to heal it? Are you ready to change it? Are you ready to shift it? Do you want to have the relationship you desire? Do you want to create the life you desire? Do you want to have that relationship with your children, or with your friends, with your partner, with your parents? Right? There's so many dynamics with relationships that trigger our traumas, our past experiences, our fears. And we're so used to just shoving it down and ignoring it and not being aware of it and not operating from awareness, that it's really keeping us stuck. I want to say stucking us, but I don't think that's right? So it's really keeping us stuck in these patterns. And then we're surprised how we keep getting the same outcome, right? So we can have the same conversation over and over again, but we're not getting the result that we want. And the reason we're not doing it is because we haven't healed that part of us yet that needs the healing. So I want to invite you to ask yourself, ask your body to show you, where are you holding on to these patterns in your body? Because what I've learned is that when you have a traumatic experience, when you experience, or even your miraculous experience, right? Like you do something that's so amazing that sometimes scares you, or you are aware of something that's so amazing and it scares you and makes you shut down and not want to do it again, because you've got a glimpse of how powerful you are and how amazing you are and how you can change everything if you just choose to do it. But it scares you, so you kind of contract and decide never to touch that part of you again, never to access that power of you again, and you hold that in your body. Okay, so close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, breathe it out and start expanding out. Expand out 100 miles in each direction and all around you. 1,000 miles in each direction and all around you. 1,000,000 miles in each direction and all around you, up to Creator, down to Mother Earth. Just expand out to the infinite being that you are. And ask your body to show you all the places it's holding on to those patterns. Okay? Where are you holding on to that pattern in your body? And when you do energy work, you might sense it, you might hear it, you might see it, you might just feel, tightness or release. However you perceive energy is fine, and there's no right or wrong answer. It just is what it is. Okay? And so just perceive where it is. Show your body to show you where it's holding on, where those cells, because it's a cellular memory. Okay? What happens is we experience, and our cells, they hold on to that memory in the body. And the bigger the trauma, the bigger the body part affected, the bigger the cells. And sometimes the cells even leave the body. And to heal that, we need to return it. So if you're experiencing any of that stuff, please just reach out to me. Reach out to me, send me a DM. I can help you with this, okay? So just take a deep breath, and then we're going to ask the body to show us, and we're just going to release it on 3. We're going to acknowledge our body and thank it for holding on to this, keeping us safe, quote unquote. We don't need it anymore. We're ready to move to consciousness. We're going to release it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. I just witnessed everything, all those cells that have been holding onto these patterns, just leaving right now the body, creating more space, creating more ease. Okay? And the idea is to create more space in your body. The less you contract, right? When we're contracting, we're confining, we're closed. The more you can open up, the more you can create space, the more ease you're going to have with your body, the less tension, the less stress, the less anxiety, better sleep. Okay? So everything that doesn't allow this healing to occur for you today, would you destroy and uncreate it all, please? Yes. Right or wrong, good or bad, pot and puck, all 9 short boys and beyonds. Awesome. Deep breath in and just expand out. I want you to know that you are perfect just the way you are. You're amazing. You're miraculous. And don't let anything stop you or tell you different. Don't let judgment control you. Let choice, okay? Let choice and question be your guidance. Because the minute you ask questions, the minute you operate from choice, the universe is going to show up in the most amazing ways and really create the life you desire. So thank you so much for being with me today. If this was a contribution, please share, comment, like. That's how other people see it, algorithm and all that stuff. Thank you for being with me. I adore you. I appreciate you. And if you want more, you can join the Facebook group. It's like a closed group where I do extra healings and energy work and lives. You can also comment if you have any questions or send a message if I can assist you in any way. And I would love to see you in person, hopefully soon. Have a wonderful day, and I love you.